Yeah, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. What's up? Good, pop, crack, percolate. Really good in the hood. Your man Theo Butler, Rock With Me Nation. We back. We back. Akogun, Brutalizer of Gods. I know. I had Storm issue 6 scheduled for this block. I did, but then something said to me, say, hey, you didn't did this already. I gotta ask myself, am I sure that I did? You've done this already. You did this already. So that ain't what you need to be doing. I say, I'll be doggone John. I did. So what we have right now is we have Akogun, right, by Mr. Murewa Ayodele. Same writer. We just doing a different story, different comic. Same writer. His comic book. His comic book. And if you haven't been so fortunate to go get it, I believe after I break this thing on down for you, issue 1, I think you might be encouraged. But let me just go ahead and say this for us by us. I just want to go ahead and get that out the way. This is for us by us. You say got nothing to do with nobody else. If you can appreciate it, you can appreciate it. That's what that is. Because it's fiction. It's fiction. But I'm just telling you right now, put your mind where it need to be. Leave America. Get from over here. Get from over here mentally. Take yourself to Africa. Go ahead. Get on up out of here. Whatever we thinking, let that go. Let it go. I'm telling you now, let it go. Because it ain't nothing. You gonna have to pronounce some words you're not used to. You're gonna see some letters in places and vowels and let it go. Let Akogun, Brutalizer of God. Look at that. That's a brother. That's a brother. So just let it go. Just let it go. All right. We're gonna put this thing on in. We got Dotun Akande. Yeah, we got D Khanif. See what we got going on. And Hassan Asmani. Oh, I ain't gonna get that last name right. I how I'm hoping, Mr. Ayodele, you got to say something to me if I'm getting this wrong. Listen, my brother, Kamoyo King, is in the building. Yes. See this right here? Brutalizer. Brutalizer. Yeah. This us right here. This us right here. This us. And Buddy is on a right there. Yeah, that would be Akogun. Now, this gonna be real nice. So we're gonna go ahead and let you know. Mr. Ayodele is the writer. Mr. Akande is the artist. The colorist is Khanif, and the letterer is Asmani. I'm just not gonna get it right. I'm just not gonna get it right. I want to though. I do want to. But they did their thing in this. So we open up. You know, you anybody read the Bible besides me? Anybody? I ain't the only one. Don't act like that. Please don't. Whether you believe or don't believe, you read it? Revelations, right there. Stay right there. You know how, in the beginning there was heaven. Okay, cool. First there was water. Then a great God fell. The God drowned. Our water world welcomed the divine with the gift of meaningless death. Yeah, that's how he opening this book up. That's it. But even our murderous world found God's not so easy to slay. But after he pulled the land from the sea to save himself from drowning, Obatala had more to drink. That's Obatala, Obatala. Our creator was a drunk God, and his first creation were monsters. Right. So chapter 1 is called "We Were All Made by a Drunk God." I told you, let go. Get out from on over here. Get out from on over here and go over there somewhere. I'm saying, let this go. You can't do this through European eyes. You cannot do this through American eyes. No. Let it go. Let it go. If you need to play you some African beats in the background, let it go. Let it go. If you need to burn you some incense in your house, let it go. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing you didn't got from anywhere else. It don't. It don't. And if you rocking with the channel, probably the closest we got to something like this was American Gods, and we can't do that no more because, of course, not American Gods, but Anansi Boys, and we can't do that no more because of what the person got going on. So, chapter 1, the wetlands, the present. We got this big buff brother, Swole. He dragging something behind him, and what he dragging behind him is this big ass crocodile mix of a damn alligator with crab claws. This damn thing big. Like this could easily be one of them scroll crawlers on you remember we watched Kong Island? Remember Kong Skull Island? Remember that? Remember the crawlers? Yeah, the small ones. Yeah, this what this dude dragging over his damn shoulder by his tail. Like it ain't nothing. And he says this, monster, for millennia you have lived. You were the first of Obatala. You were an elder sibling. I take your life today, not out of pleasure, but out of obligation. That's how you talking to him. I am hunter. You are prey. I have bested you. All you have is now mine to you. It sounds like some stuff I done seen with Riddick. Remember Riddick? Remember the third movie? Remember that? When the folks were saying, what we get, we keep. You remember that? Yeah, this. First of all, I don't want to call what he got in his hand a sword. It's too broad. It's a broadsword, is what it is. It's a broadsword, and he fashions himself an arrow out of this creature's teeth. That's what he meant when he said, "What was yours is now mine." And you, I'm like, well, what the? Then we got this wetlands, moist, slimy, and eerily tranquil, stealthy and dangerous. Every creature in the wetland wants you dead. The critter's not big enough to eat you, infect with cruel ailments and poison. And we got these tracks. This animal is making tracks. Another kaiju is making tracks at night, except you can't see. The Ninki Nanku. I'm sorry, the Ninki Nanka. Ninki Nanka. I'm gonna spell it Ninka. One word. Nanka. Second word. The unseen. Yeah. Under the moonlight, its steel hard skin turns invisible. Its demon eyes forever prowl for unsuspecting meals. Its mouth leaks venomous drops potent enough to kill 1,000 fierce warriors. Its claws are sharp enough to cleave them into 1,000 more. Once swallowed, not even the gods can escape the great beast's belly. But tonight, so you got Akogun just you know, jumping out the trees, spear in hand with the teeth from the creature he just killed, and he do that. He do that. Like he don't give two damns. Now you go this a nice plot twist in this story. First issue, you're gonna be like, wait. So write this down. Remember, we got the drunk god, Obatala. That's gonna come back up in this issue. You got the drunk god. Remember, Obatala created this land mass, earth, whatever you want to call it. It says our creator was a drunk god. You got that? Right. And the first creature was a sibling. You got that? Okay, cool. Well, anyway, this warrior then slayed two beasts. And I'm telling you, the second one was bigger than the first one. He didn't care. He didn't care at all. Now the thing is, based on the artwork, and this is nice, based on the artwork, this creature, the Nanikani, the Ninki Nanku had already swallowed somebody. Yes, he'd already swallowed somebody. Yeah, Buddy cut him wide open. We see somebody that clearly could not get out. Still got his clothes on, but caught up in the blubber. And he tell him, he said, hey, I take your life today, not out of pleasure, but out of obligation. I am hunter. You are prey. I have bested you. All you have is now mine to use. Remember that venom I was talking about? That this kaiju had? Yeah. Well, he put that, he make an arrow and he put the poison right on, yeah, and sits down, squats down, almost cross-legged in a hut he didn't made. And he says, for mother, for father. That's what he said. He getting his gear together. For mother and for father. Now, mind you, I had to read this a couple times because I was like, ooh. For mother and for father. So that was chapter 1. We go to chapter 2. Obatala makes no mistakes. That's the drunk god. Obatala, he make no mistakes. Obatala, the wetlands, the path. He on the beach, chilling, drinking. That's what he do. He get drunk. He the drunk god. And he bigger than everybody else. Like, yeah, we get these pictures of these folks at his beck and call, and they're our height. They're human height. He's a god, not the height to be confused with Thor. Oh no, this big ass dude. This big ass dude. And so he chilling. Folks doing what they do, bringing him his wine. He's sitting on the beach, laughing, drinking, one gourd at a time, and he get a visitor. He do. He gets a visitor. Now, this visitor takes some palm wine, right? Because Obatala, he ain't rude. He offered a visitor some palm wine. He don't like it. He spit it out. He don't like, hey man, you take the fun out of casual drinking. Because what this was, the ferments into alcohol. Palm wine. Palm wine. Anybody know something about some palm wine? He only let it, ferment for about an hour. So, but I ain't never had no palm wine before, but from what it looking like it's nasty. So anyway, the visitor turns out to be the war god. Ogun. Yeah, Ogun and pulled up. And so Obatala, like, so straight to the war god I see. No fertility goddess to convince me to come back home. Yeah. Obatala, he didn't left. He didn't left everybody. He chilling where he didn't create it. So you ain't gonna even send a fertility goddess to me with promises that appeal to any god's primal urges? Okay, I understand where he was coming from with that one. But no, we ain't getting down like that. No, Ogun is there. You stole sacred relics from Romila to create a brewery world. That's all you wanted to do, create a world where you could get drunk. You guys be selfish, don't they? You were found guilty of numerous escape attempts to avoid punishment for even worse crimes. Did you really think this would not end in bloodshed, that I would not be the answer to your insistent defiance of the King of God? Yeah, that's Ogun. Ogun talking that talk. He like, hey man, listen, I ain't coming for all that. Obatala like, man, what you know of bloodshed? Ogun tells him enough to become the war god. Yeah, I think that says it all right there. If you the war god, it's safe to say you know something about some bloodshed. Safe to say, I don't think you knew at this. Well, anyway, Obatala not hearing none of that. He don't care nothing. Remember, I said he created this planet. He created this earth. He created this. He did. He created. And so out of the earth come this fugly looking kaiju. You see how I say kaiju? fugly looking. It's fugly looking, but Ogun don't care. Ogun don't care. Now, Ogun, we find out he got this magical. I don't want. It's a creature with it. It's a creature. It's a creature. It looked like a cross between a horse, a cat, and a dragon. And it just looked like it don't look like something we didn't see. This creature though got some abilities with it. Yeah. So while Ogun is talking that talk, and Obatala is creating his creature, Ogun don't care. I'm just telling you, Ogun don't care. So we get the kaiju that we seen earlier, the one that was similar to what Buddy deleted in the beginning of the issue. Yeah, here come Ogun cut him straight in half. Ogun cut him straight in half. But not only does Ogun do that, the beast that Ogun pulled up with is able to merge, and I don't even want to say merge with Ogun. It becomes armor for Ogun. Yeah. It becomes armor for Ogun, and Ogun go on what we want to say this. We can call it beast mode. We can call it he go into a rage mode, or we can just go ahead and say, make it easy for us to be able to relate to it. A berserker rage. Yeah. Ogun, Lord Jesus. What you think or what you're saying? I'm saying if Ogun was on Skull Island, if he'd have been with Samuel L. Jackson and the crew, they wouldn't have had no problems. You want me to say it again? They wouldn't have had no. Yeah, Ogun is on one. Ogun is on one. And I mean, I ain't trying to be funny. Your boy was talking that talk, like Obatala was talking that talk. He even told Ogun, look here, true war can only exist between equals. What I have for you today are the horrors of complete annihilation. I need you to know Ogun didn't give two damn. He didn't give two damn. Even when it looked like momentarily, and when I say momentarily, I mean momentarily. When it looked like momentarily, one of the creatures might have been getting the upper hand, it only lasted for one panel. Oh yeah, Ogun is him. Ogun is him. And you Obatala sitting up there just chilling back, drinking. He thinking it is what it is. He go to reach for another bowl. I guess that's what we call it because it ain't a bottle. Another bowl of alcohol and get both his arms chopped off. I told you Ogun wasn't playing. Right there at the forearm. Yeah, just take it off. And then asking with that talk, where is your sharp tongue now? You condescending old fool. I have bested you. I have crippled you. I have taken the hands of a creator God. And it's something wrong with Obatala. See, Theo, what you mean? He laughing. He laughing. Do you see yourself laughing? You get your hands cut off. Do you picture you laughing? He laughing. He like, man, you taking nothing from me. I'm still a creator God, hands or no hands. Now I'm just God of the cripples too. I would say handicap. I don't necessarily know if I would, or disabled. Disabled. But I don't necessarily know. Maimed. Crippled. I don't think. But anyway, Ogun chains him up. Obatala like, look here, bro. It's a long journey back. We need some shut up. He just got to have his palm wine. Ogun ain't trying to hear that. He got him chained up. He dragging him back to the God's world. Got this little creature on the ground, this little monster on the ground. It looked like but Theo, what do you think it looks like? Well, for lack of better terminology, you Hershey Kiss. It looked like a caramel colored Hershey Kiss with a little antenna sticking out his forehead. That's what I can tell you. It looked like a caramel colored Hershey's Kiss with a little antenna sticking out the forehead. And it tells Ogun, let go of my master, or you will be. And before it can say anything else, he drop kick it. He punt kick it. You know, like you're kicking a football. The thing go flying. He tell Obatala, if you weren't so drunk with wine and hubris, maybe you could have made a creature capable of challenging me. Yeah. That makes sense. And before Ogun leave, he destroyed. You remember that big creature, with one I was talking about that he created that I said it looked fugly? Yeah, he killed that one. Just so there won't be any more creatures, monsters left behind on the world when he come back that can attack him. Ogun delete all of them, except for one. Except for one. The one that looked like a caramel colored Hershey's Kiss with the antenna sticking out the forehead. That was the one he should have got. He didn't. He didn't. Nope, he did. So we get this creature, right? I'm gonna call him Caramel. Through the wetlands, he's traveling. Through the desert, he's traveling. Through the forest, he's traveling. This thing ain't got no legs. I said it looked like a caramel colored Hershey's Kiss, right? Right. With an antenna. Yeah, I was being literal. It's got eyes, but I was being very, very literal. It through the savannah, it's moving. And we get this dialogue. Obatala had masterminded that, be it in 10 years or 100 years or 1,000 years, his tiny monster would one day encounter a generous, pregnant woman. And by his hidden power, we see this pregnant woman, sister. I say this us. I say this us. Right, right. She sees the creature. She thinks it's cute. I don't know why. Ladies, stop touching stuff. Stop touching stuff. Strange looking stuff. Stop touching it. Anyway, because the thing wasn't her size. I said it looked like a caramel colored Hershey's Kiss, which means she had to bend down. She did that. Put it in her hand. Got close enough to kiss it. And that's when the antenna hit in the forehead. Didn't delete her. It didn't delete her. No. That ain't what it did. It didn't delete her. It didn't delete her. It did. Just transfer some essence to her. It did. It did. It did. She gave birth to a baby, a human-looking baby. Yep, sure did. Sure did. Guess what that baby's name is? Guess what the baby name is? Akogun, the Brutalizer of Gods. Woo! Obatala say, oh, I got a trick. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We go back to the savannah, back to the past. And well, we getting, I'm trying to make sure I keep my channel because he wrote some stuff here and I can't really repeat it. That's why I'm putting it in my own word. Anyway, it's a narrow mast of land that protrudes out of the forest into the sea. At the other end of it, I could swear I saw what looked like the wetlands, but I wasn't crazy enough to go find out. I have a wedding to come back to and a bride to bed. So what are we saying? What are we saying is that, you know how we go on the walkabouts, but we don't do that. We don't do that no more. We don't go on walkabouts. But essentially, that's what it was, going on walkabouts. They would go out on walkabouts, and instead of bringing back fresh meat, Akogun's dad brought his mom back some sweet fruit. That's what he did. He brought his wife back some sweet fruit. Now we go back to Akogun at age 10, and his dad is talking to him. He says, "I want to have a talk with you, Akogun, alone, father to child. I know you are not much of a talker, but you listen. So listen well, son. When a young man desires to take a wife, he sets out on a journey of bravery and brings back proof of his valor." I was just talking about the whole food thing. Me. We were told stories of how Abatala's monsters settled in the wetlands. Right, right. We were told what the wetlands looked like, water so plentiful that you could bathe in it. He was the drunken god. Trees so enormous you could walk for days without the sight of sun. But he was pretty tall too, over tall. Back then, no one knew the forest was any different from the wetlands. It is. Intending grooms explored the savannah or the desert. They all brought back slaughtered animals, proof of their strength and fearlessness. I told you, they used to bring back meat. I loved your mother so much. This is Akogun, age 20. For her, there were many intending grooms. So I chose to face what the other men would never dream of. Akogun, age 25. This Akogun now. I set off into the wetlands, but it was the forest I found. I took the first fruits I saw and hurried back for your mother. In the forest, her many suitors brought back great sand beasts, ones that could kill a herd of cows just by their appearances alone. I brought back a basket full of yellow fruits, but it was me your mother chose. She said I was braver than any one of them because I discovered new lands. She said I was wise beyond comparison because I brought back sweets that she would enjoy rather than beasts other men would envy. See, put that one. Ooh, ladies first, ladies first. Ooh, should I say what Jaheim saying? You got to put that woman first. Yeah, thought about that woman needs before he thought about what the mother men would think about. Ever since that day, all intending grooms explored the forest to bring exotic fruits back home to the savannah. For years, I had to watch your mother pretend that no fruit is as sweet as the ones I brought back that day. She is the love of my life, and I brought back the first fruits I saw. My son, for the ones you love, never give up, never get in. We got some lessons being taught here. What Bill Cosby used to say on the Fat Albert show, stick around long enough, just might learn something. Not even when your body tells you it's enough. For the ones you love, you must give every fiber of your being, for that is how we honor them. This right here. This right here. We move along to the forest now. We get this guy, we get this woman. This ain't for the kids. This ain't for the kids. We got a brother laying on his back. We do. I'm just going, and he about to be snuck up on. He is, but he's not in a position to notice. He ain't. She doing what she doing. And he encourages her to keep going. She says something just nicked her. He tells her don't stop. She immediately hurls, right? He sits up, grabs a sword. Clearly, he's in a compromising position. He says, you be of a warrior. I bet your whore mother conceived you from bestiality. Come out and face me, and that's it. We don't get him saying nothing else. He staggers towards the campfire where the rest of his crew at. He tells them, you need to leave the forest. There are monsters here. Now, we get a forward passage here. You would think his third kill would be for another important soul in his life, his betrothed, perhaps. I bet it was. But in truth, he stopped counting after the second arrow. Counting calms the nerves. Counting gives a number to those who will die tonight. Yeah, they all being taken out. This guy's crew by a mysterious hunter. This wasn't meant to be a hunt or even warfare, for it is only in a hunt or battle that a certain number of killings seem too great to commit. This was meticulously crafted by our devious hero to be a massacre. This is Akogun's vengeance. This is where our stories begin. You got somebody sitting on a horse asking, kind of Joker like, who are you? Know, remember Batman, Jack Nicholson? Remember Batman had that dude? He said, who are you? And he said, oh, Batman. But he said, I'm Akogun. Kill them all. We get this nice little page here. Mind you, I'm reading. I have the trade paperback, first 3 issues. Within the embers of the sun, I have imprisoned my father. Within the rocky craters of the moon, my brother awaits his death. Everything is as it should be. Yet I have known no rest. Since the day I was formed, I have slumbered not. For every time I shut my eyes, nightmares flood my peak into the future. Gruesome visions. Gods everywhere brutalized. I must avert this future, no matter the cost. This is my duty, the weight of my star-studded crown. That's where we at. I'm gonna pick it back up. If not tomorrow, Monday, but I'm gonna say go get this. I'm gonna say go get this. This is different. It's different. As I told my brother D Real, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I could definitely use me some more of this. Since we have the trade paperback, I got some more of this to look forward to. Let's take a look at this. We got some word back here. We got some word back here. Creator bios and everything like that. So let's take a look at this real quick. Creator bios. We know Mr. Murewa Ayodele, recipient of the Lagos Comic-Con 2023 Fist Award for Writer of the Decade. Murewa Ayodele is the writer of the NAMO-nominated comic book series, New Men, the critically acclaimed web comic series, My Grandfather Was a God, and several Marvel comics like I Am Iron Man, Storm, Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, and Avengers Unlimited Infinity comic. He is also the co-founder of Collectible Comics NG, a Nigerian comic book studio founded with artist Dota Nakande that was nominated in the Comic Studio of the Year category at the 2018 Fist Awards. Mr. Ayodele has worked as a professional comic book writer for almost a decade with over 10 comic book titles under his belt. My brother and I have had him as a guest on the channel. When it comes to Mr. Dota Nakande, the artist, did some phenomenal work in this. Dota Nakande is an award-winning comic book cover artist and graphics designer who has worked with some of the biggest brands in Nigeria. He was the recipient of the Lagos Comic-Con 2018 Fist Award for Best Cover Artist and has created comic covers for comic book series like I Am Iron Man, Vengeance of the Moon Knight, Black Panther, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, and Heirs of Apocalypse. He is also the artist behind the NAMO-nominated comic book series New Men, the critically acclaimed webcomic series My Grandfather Was a God, and several Marvel comics like I Am Iron Man, Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, and Avengers Unlimited Infinity comic. Mr. Akande has worked as a professional comic book storyteller for almost a decade with over 10 comic book titles under his belt. Well, let me just say, I am glad to have this one. I'm going to keep up with the notes, and then we're going to get on up out of here. What's going on, Big Brandon? What's going on? So is this something like a God of War type of comic? You know what? I can't say that. And the reason why I can't say that is because I'm not astute when it comes to God of War. I wouldn't be able to tell you yay or nay. You would probably read it. If Kamoyo plays God of War, I know y'all be like, Theo, you don't play God of War? No. No. With Theo, why you didn't play God of War? I tell you what. They make a video game based on this called Akogun Brutalizer of Gods. I'm going to play it. And I'm going to play it for the same reason I didn't play God of War. So, I don't know, Big Vernon. Kamoyo might be able to tell you more than I would. So much more than God of War. There it is. There it is. That remains to be seen, Cleek. That remains to be seen. You see what you're doing, don't you? You see, because you say that remains to be seen. Is that through? Because see, if that remains to be seen, say I didn't play God of War because I'm not that. That's why I didn't play God of War, because I'm not that. It ain't nothing in God of War concern me. Nothing. Now this is what I'm, because you was being sarcastic when you said Cletus. Am I right or wrong? So off the you off the rip doubting it. Why? Fair question. Fair. It's a fair question. God of War gave you some of the same. This is giving you character from our part of the diaspora. Zulu was from the diaspora, and it was the drizzling shits. Quality matters. But you already doubting it though. You already doubting it. Why? Now, mind you, you started off with the Cletus joke. You did. All jokes aside, this sounds interesting. Vernon, why you you kind of you said, let me see, I'm not here to whiz on anything, but I'm not about that BS toxic positivity. I've been lied to too many times. Well, so you coming in being a pessimist. Because you don't know he didn't lie to you until you for you to know somebody didn't lie to you, events have to play out first for you to know that you've been lied to, right? You came in with the Cletus joke. Also please like this video. So what I'm saying is before you form an opinion, give it a chance. Before you say, don't judge this based off what then came before. Is what I like to tell people with regards to relationships. Don't judge the next person you get into a relationship with based off the last person's action. You judge the first person like they're a new person, because that's your first time interacting with them. So Akogun Brutalizer of Gods would be your first time interacting with Mr. Ayodele on this book. You interacted with him on Storm. So if you or anyone else don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt going forward on a Storm book, that's totally up to you. But this is your first time interacting with him in his book. And if we're being fair, and that's why I said leave whatever American European eyes you got at the house. At the house. What I would say to us is this: there are certain things we need to take into consideration. What we've gotten used to here we go. See, I'm gonna do it. Certain things we need to take into consideration when we start wanting to judge what we have, what we're doing, based off of what somebody else has done. Okay, first and foremost, we know we're not operating with the same resources that they're working with. So that in and of itself, we should give one another more benefit of the doubt when we know that. When we know we're not working with what they're working with, we know that historically that's what that is. When we started our HBCUs, we wasn't starting off with what they were working with. When we had the Negro League, we weren't starting off with what they were working with. No, we were not. We always got to get it out the muck, which deserves even more respect because we didn't have it handed to us. So here we are right now. You got a comic book, a trade paperback. We got an African man giving us some African fiction, not African fiction through European eyes. Nope. He's giving us African fiction through African eyes. That's rare in and of itself in regards to us as African Americans when it comes to consuming comic book content. Now, ask yourself this question, because I think this is fair. Did you give him the same respect, the same benefit of the doubt, Vernon, that you would have wanted? Cletus. You came in ripping based off of your previous experience with other things. So did this particular thing deserve you coming in like that based off your experience with other things? Think about it as men. Do we like being judged when we introduce ourselves to a new woman? Do we like being judged based on her interaction with the other dude, the last dude she was in a relationship with? Or do we want her to judge us off of our own merit? I think that's fair. I say it once, I'll say it again. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This is this man's work. And as Erykah Badu said, I think we need to be wary with folks, their art, because they can be sensitive about their shit. Right. So, but hey, make your own choices, make your own decisions. I liked it. It's one of the better reads I've had since January 2024. It's one of the best reads I've had, and I've read some stuff since then that that Cletus joke would have been better for that Luke Cage Game War. That Cletus joke would have worked better for that Night Thrasher miniseries. That Cletus joke actually fits right now with the Sam Wilson Captain America story arc they currently got running. Now, if that ain't Cletus, I don't know what is. You might need to go check that. No. Full of too many stories. Too full of many tropes. That said, we out. I'm gonna keep up with these notes, then I'm gonna bounce. Toxic positivity. We all see what he's doing here. Exactly. Out the gate with the beard, that part. Just negative from the real. Yeah, I don't know why we doing that. That's us. I don't know why we like to do that with us. Come on, yo, I don't, but it's a lesson. And it's a lesson that we're going to expound later on tonight. So, kind of like that same theme. I'm trying to get inside how we think mentally. I'm going to come back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Country Wayne, y'all know I follow him. Y'all know I've said, hey, I was going through some dark times. I was watching his videos and everything like that. Got your boy through it. Well, there's a current storyline, a storyline that's been going way too long. But we're going to talk about not the storyline per se, but the comments surrounding the storyline and how said storyline may or may not, well, the storyline reveals a lot about the way we think. That said, I'm out. I recommend this. course, that's just me. You make it do what you do. Trade paperback, $20 well spent. I spent more than that with somebody else's run and did not feel anywhere near the way that I feel right now in regards to Mr. Ayodele's run. So that said, I'm out on African Fiction from an African. What a novel I did. Like I said, I want me some more. We out. We are. Make sure you got your notifications on and everything like that. We're gonna come back to you with some more content. We're gonna come back to you with some more content tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you got your notifications on. I would say to this one, bring what you drink, bring what you smoke. We just gonna chill out and just talk about it. Until then, in the meantime, in between time to the next time. In memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and so we out.